Hey Insiders, it's Daniel Pickett here on AFI TV for another AquaMonday. I am here with a newish figure that I am very, very happy to have in my possession. I actually got this as an early release from the nice people at DC. I wasn't able to do a video for it at the time, but I took pictures and put it up on AFI and on some of our social media sites. So this is the Icons line that DC has been doing. They're about, I think they're 3 or 4 waves into it at this point. Aquaman, this wave has Superman, Aquaman, Atom, and Harley Quinn in it. So that's pretty strong line. This figure was sculpted by my buddy Joe Mina, who does a lot of work for DC. And fun fact about Joe Mina that you may or may not know, he doesn't just sculpt toys and action figures. He actually also works for the US Mint, meaning he sculpts the coins that are in your pocket right now, which is a fun fact. He is both a traditional and digital sculptor, which I think makes him sort of have a leg up over a lot of guys in the industry, and he does really great work. So we're gonna take a look at this Aquaman in the Icons line, who has a feature that we have never before had in an Aquaman figure before. So that's exciting. So these are, you know, they say they're a 6-inch scale. People have taken them to task about that slightly. I think they're more sort of 5.5-inch scale. They're kind of smaller than what you think your normal 6-inch scale figures are, but always have a ton of detail and are very, very pretty. So the trident is super fragile. You want to be very careful with that. You can see how thin that is, and it does actually come apart. It's supposed to. The top comes off of the handle there. So there's that. The figure itself. Let's see if I can do this without making too much noise. All right, that guy came out. Comes with 6 different hands. There's 2 on the figure here, as well as 2 sets. They have fists, they have grasping hands, and then they have more sort of open hands. Very nice articulation. Ball jointed neck, ball shoulders, swivel there, double elbows, wrist, also wrist pivot. He's got a nice ab crunch, as well as kind of this mid-torso. There's not a huge range of movement in that. Nice hips, double knees, and ankles. So you can get some really nice posability out of that. He has 2 heads that look very, very similar. So you might be thinking, well, why does he need 2 of the same head? That's unusual. But as you might be able to see, there's a tiny little hole in the front of this that also comes with a unicorn horn. It's not a unicorn horn, of course. You plug that in and it simulates Aquaman's telepathy that he does. You know, if you've ever watched the old Super Friends cartoon, you know that he calls the fish and the circles sort of go out. So that is something that's never been done on an Aquaman figure before, which I think is very, very cool. So that is how I am going to display him in my collection, with that head, just because it is so unique and unusual. So we can put the trident here. I've got one of the hands that will hold things. Right? Yes. There it is. It's kind of a tight fit, but that's what you want. You don't want him dropping that at all. Put that over there. I'll actually swap the head out. Nice and easy swap. There you go. So you can have him calling his fishy friends for a mission. Very striking. These are in stores right now. You can check out some of our sponsors. Big Bad Toy Store is very likely to have them, as is Entertainment Earth. We'll put some links in the show notes of this video as well. And that's it. That's a great new Aquaman for your collection. Brand spanking new from the gang at DC Collectibles. which are, you know, as you can see, still doing some fun, thoughtful innovation in their figures. And the Icons line is a great example of that. They're doing some really fun, interesting stuff. They come with some great accessories, very well thought out accessories. And in a time where, you know, a lot of action figure lines are cutting back on the accessories, it's great to see the gang at DC Collectibles really putting a lot of time, thought, and effort into the accessories that come with the figures, to the point where they've come up with so much stuff that they're looking at doing some accessory packs of things that they weren't able to fit into previous figures that will go with upcoming figures, and as well as figures that they have released already. So this is the DC Collectibles Icons Aquaman here on AquaMonday. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back next week here under the sea to look at more great Aquaman collectibles. Thank you very much for watching.